Good morning and welcome to day 12 of the third annual WSOP Daily Spaces coverage and the longest running poker space. I'm Sherry Pluskota, aka Peaches, and I'll be your host today. And we will have rotating co hosts as they come in and out. This morning, Isaac joins me as one of my co hosts. How are you, pal?
I'm great. I'm great. How you doing, Sherry? Good morning.
I'm doing well. Um, Having a little bit of a rough morning, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Oh, I can totally feel you.
Um, yeah, it's just one of those mornings. I had a hard time sleeping last night. Ended up in a space, which is never a good idea because it messes up your sleep.
Oh man, I missed
Um,
something last night.
oh lordy, it's the same conversation, but I finally got to put my 2 cents into it, and for what it's worth, 2 cents. So anyway, yeah, I was not a happy camper that I could not fall back to sleep. Went into a space because a lot of times that'll just lull me back to sleep. And I did go in anonymously, which was my first mistake. Because normally when I try to go to, fall asleep to people just chatting, then, I just go into Gitmo. But anyway, so here we are. So it's going to be a rough day, but by noon, no, 2 or 3 o'clock, I'll be taking a nap. I guarantee it.
I feel that. I
Um,
feel that. I had a unfortunate thing too, where I got to go get some goddamn dental work.
uh-oh, that's never good.
Not at all. Not at all.
That's never good. 2 years ago, maybe three now. Actually, it's 3 years ago. We were on our way to Glacier National Park, and we were eating some snacks in the car. And I took a bite on a Dorito, and it cost me 2 years of dental work. Yeah,
Oh,
horrible,
yeah. See,
horrible.
something like that right there. And, and of course, the irony of life, of course, is happening right before all this fun stuff that I got to be ready for. But
Of
But
course,
it's all right though. I hope it's something that I can go get it done like in the next couple days.
right on.
Yeah. Ugh.
Well, fingers crossed for you. I'm sorry, my
Ah, it's
friend.
okay.
I'm gonna I'm gonna hit the ground running because Kathy Chang is gonna come up here in just a minute, and she's got some great news she's going to share with us. So many thanks to my sponsor, Elevator Results. If you need a tailor-made workout plan to help you lose weight or gain weight, Elevator Results can design that plan. Follow them on Twitter or check out their website at elevatorresultspt.com. You can find the past recordings of my spaces on my YouTube channel at Sherry Pluskota 9212, and I would appreciate if you would subscribe. It is free of charge. Um, Isaac, if you can send Kathy an invite, that'd be great. Don't forget
Yeah, I got you.
our fifth official Spaces meetup game is June 21st at the Bellagio Poker Room at 1 p.m. It is a cash game. Many thanks to Sean McCormick and the entire crew at the Bellagio. We appreciate them hosting us and the free pizza that we're going to enjoy. If you weren't in the space the other day, Sean said that if PPE showed up, it would be unlimited pizza for PPE. And he also gave a little runaround, not a runaround, workaround on the pizza. If PPE was there, that it would be unlimited for all of us. But, you have to listen to that recording. I did make a tweet out of it. And for those that are keeping up, I did find somebody that has PPE's phone number, and they directly sent him that voice recording of what Sean said. So maybe the ghost of PPE will be, pulled out of the shadows of darkness uh, for the free pizza. So, anyway, just a little bit of fun and folklore for sure. I'm going to move on to Kathy right now because she has an article she wrote in Card Player, and I haven't had a chance to read it. I did find it this morning, but I had to get, and that's part of why the show started like kind of crazy this morning because I was trying to get to that article so I would be more familiar with it. But I will read it when we're done. Kathy, welcome.
Hi, Sherry. Good morning, everybody.
Go
Good
ahead
morning.
and
Good morning.
tell us what you did, young lady, as far as this article.
Yeah, I am featured in the latest edition of Card Player magazine. It is written by one of their writers, Craig Tapscott. I am a a guest on this magazine. I'm not the writer of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were. And
Yeah.
Craig is a great friend of my show, so I'm sure the article is fantastic. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he wanted me to discuss my poker journey, especially because I was trained with John Cernuto. As you all know, he has recently passed away, and we are going to be having a celebration of life, remembering John on June 15, which is coming up. I hope that you will all join us there. I'm sure Sherry posted about it somewhere. He was everything to me. He really helped me develop as a poker player, especially in mixed games. He was very passionate about all of the games and had a phenomenal career. Of course, we all want him to be in the Poker Hall of Fame. I hope that somebody makes that happen soon.
I'm going to stop you right there because now you can nominate people to the Hall of Fame. So please do so. And don't forget John's name, people. Go ahead.
So yeah, a really nice feature article here on page 30 of the latest Card Player magazine. We have the photo that is the most meaningful, of course, is the one with John on page 31. So I am glad that they really included that one. And it talks about, what I've accomplished lately. And I owe it all to, actually, I want to shout out to Robert Turner as well, because he's the one that introduced me to Omaha 8 or Better back in the day. I met Robert at Bicycle Casino. We were playing a no limit tournament, and we got to talking, and I found out who Robert was, and he was so kind enough for me to tag along with him on his '08 cash games. And so I learned the basics of '08 from Robert. Of course, I have learned to play as he tells me how to play, not as he actually plays. He has a very different style, so that was fun. But once I got comfortable with the cash games, and I figured that I would try the tournaments, and I much prefer playing tournaments. So I started playing '08, and then I thought, well, maybe I should learn stud games so I could play horse. And I did figure out how to play horse without really much actual training. But after a couple years of going on my own, and then I met John, and he completely changed my life in a good way, teaching me mixed games. So I really appreciate what all he has done for me. He's kind of like the Mr. Miyagi of mixed games, if you will, and I'm gonna miss him a lot. I already miss him a lot.
Of course.
It just has this WSOP just hasn't been the same. Poker will not be the same without him.
I could not agree more. And he thought the world of you, of course, and he loved you being his student. And I think it's so awesome this article has come out. And I also posted in the Jumbotron those that need the phone number to RSVP for John's memorial or celebration of life. It's up in the Jumbotron. John was such an amazing man, family man, as well as card player. And you know, I, as those have been listening to me for the last 2 years, will tell you, I have been on the John needs to be in the Hall of Fame for 2 years. And I am not going to stop until that's done. I don't care if it's this year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. It's
Well,
going to
it
be,
needs to be sooner than later. That's for sure.
of course,
We
and
really pushed for it before his passing, and it
of
didn't
course.
happen.
And it was disappointing it didn't happen, right? And so he was elated that he got got a nomination last year, which was a step in the right direction. And hopefully he will be inducted this year. I'm not going to hold my breath just because of the politics of it, whether people want to admit that or not. But I will continue to push for him to be in the Hall of Fame until it's done, is my point. So um, anything else you'd like to add, Kathy?
Well, I am really passionate about growing mixed games, and especially for women. I think this is a really phenomenal opportunity to encourage more women to join poker, as well as specifically mixed games. And so I started the mixed game training league on Pocket Queens. So for all the women that are wanting to learn mixed games, it's a great way to practice and get to know other women and play in a fun way. We play a different mixed game every month. So each week is a tournament and we get points. And there is a small prize at the end of it. So it is worth doing. And it's just been a fun way and a little bit of my way to give back, to share what I love and enjoy so much. And I wish that I had something like this when I had started. So
And I love that. Good for
now
you,
we have a lot
Kathy.
more resources online. We have a lot more podcasts and training sites, and you can read your books online now. Back when I started, there were only a few books on mixed games and not a lot of other training content, but now we have so much more, and it's a great opportunity for anyone to expand their poker. You speak more languages. Everybody knows No Limit, and that's fantastic. It will always be great, but learn some other games and dabble in something new. It really, I love all the variety. And if you're tired of playing poker 10-handed, try a triple draw game where it's 6-handed. I love that. So there's a lot of benefits and advantages to playing mixed games, and I really hope that I will see more people in there.
Well, I am very excited that you're doing that on Pocket Queens. We had talked about it the other day, so I'm glad you brought it up today for sure. Um, and I appreciate, on behalf of all of us, that you're doing it. And there's a place to go learn firsthand and practice. And there's a little prize at the end of that tunnel of a month long of practicing. So that's kind of cool as well. Kathy, tell us, what are you playing at the WSOP? Are you playing something today, or what are you doing?
Today I'm kind of taking a fun day. I'm meeting a friend for lunch. We're gonna go see the lovely display at the Bellagio Conservatory. There is a chess convention in town, and the Bellagio has honored them by having a display regarding chess. So I've seen some photos, but I'm eager to go see it in person and take some pictures myself. Regarding WSOP, I'll be playing the Limit Mixed Games, Horse, Torse. This year is the first year that they're having a 3K Torse. We're all excited about that. Triple Draw, Omaha, Raz, Stud 8. I am focusing on all of those games, so I'll be playing the 1500s in those games as well.
Awesome. And when you were saying that, something came to my mind. What about, um, and as you could tell, I'm tired. I've lost my train of thought that quickly. I did not have a good night's rest, and I apologize. But what about, are you going to play the ladies' event?
Well, if I win a seat, I would love to play the ladies' event. My first year, this is actually how I arrived at WSOP in the first place. In 2010, I won the California State Ladies Championship at Ocean's 11. And with that came a seat for the Ladies WSOP Championship. And so my first time coming to Vegas was 2011, where I got to play that free entry to the ladies event. Back then, it was a freeze out, so it was just the 1K, and I was fortunate enough to cash in 34th place. So
Awesome.
now, since then, they've added more chips. There's a reentry. It's, I believe, 4 days now. So
Yes.
it's changed, and you have to kind of adapt and adjust to what's new and what's different. I mean, the ladies are so phenomenal. They play so well, and it's very challenging. But if I win a seat to that, I will definitely play. There are a number of ladies events in town, which is fantastic. The Wind just had their high roller, which
Right.
was great, and the Venetian has a high roller as well. I will be playing the lower rollers. So I'm really excited about that.
Well, I hope our paths cross. And I want to remind you, we're going to do our Spaces meetup game at the Bellagio on June 21st at 1 o'clock. If you'd like to join us, we would love to have you.
Thank you for that. That happens to be the day of the Lips Omaha 8 or Better. I won that event last time, and I would like to defend my title. So
Absolutely.
I will be going to play the Lips 08 at South Point on June 1st.
Absolutely. And
But
like I've
I
told
wish
some,
you well with your meetup.
well, I appreciate that. And like I've told some other folks, there's always time for tournaments and cash. So, whatever your schedules allow, we are not offended. That's for sure. There's plenty of poker in town, and that's what makes it so exciting. Is there one event that you're looking forward to more than any other?
Well, like I said, it was the 3K Taurus. The Deuce to 7 triple draw is my absolute favorite, and that Taurus event is new this year, so it will be the grand finale for me, and I hope to do well in it.
And I appreciate you repeating that. Brandon, didn't you have a question about a game you were looking to see if they spread it in Vegas somewhere? What was the game you were looking for?
Actually, Kathy, that's funny. It's the Deuce to Seven Triple Draw is my absolute favorite game too. I was asking yesterday in Sherry's space if anybody knew if they spread a cash game. Uh, just I'm not very good at all the other mixed games like Badoogie, Rad, and no, I don't. I would like to find just a spread of 2 to 7 triple draw, like 4-8 or 8-16 or something like that. I
Well,
highly
Brandon,
doubt it.
I would love that, and I think we should go start one.
I mean, I highly doubt it. Right? It's going to be a part of a dealer's choice or 8 game
No,
mix.
I mean, if you can find enough people to do it, we can go do it. I mean, anything's possible. There is a Vegas mixed game group on Facebook, and you can put it out there and say, hey, who wants to play this, and somebody will spread it.
Absolutely.
I would love that. That's my absolute favorite game. If
Yeah,
that
I
would be
mean,
so awesome if we could.
dealer's choice is great, but I'm not well versed in all of those games, so it gets to be a little challenging at times, and I do like the lower limits. Jamie Kerstetter has been doing some lower limit mixed game cash games at Venetian, and she has meetup games for the ladies, and I love that. So we've been playing some '08 and PLO ball pots and things, but yeah, I think they're open to spreading whatever game you can get going. I think South Point has done well with mixed games as well as Resorts World, so I think if you can just get people to come join you, let's do it.
We gotta lead the charge.
Right.
You have
Uh,
to organize it, Brandon, and get the
Yes.
players, and then you go to the casino and say, okay, I have 10, 9, 8, whatever players that want to play this. Will you spread it? And they're going to say yes, and you're going to go play.
Right? Yeah, of course. If you can get enough people together, they'll spread it for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Kathy. Um, Anything else you wanted to tell us about, Kathy, besides all this stuff you already have going on?
I mean, June is a great month to be in Vegas. There's so much going on, and I'm here for all of it. So, if anybody happens to be at the place where I'm at, say hello, and I'd love to meet you.
Love that. Hopefully, our paths will cross. I'll be there for about 2 weeks myself, coming up here on the 20th. So, hopefully, I will get to see you.
Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Kathy. Kathy Chang,
Delightful.
grinder.
Delightful.
Absolutely grinder and delightful. All right, you guys, we're going to move on. I want to remind everyone that we always try to provide the most updated and accurate information possible, but we do make mistakes and information changes by the minute. So please double check any information we provide to ensure yourself the best experience possible. Also, let us know if we got something wrong so we can make the correction on air and in hopes of disseminating the correct information. As Kathy spoke about, John Cernuto's celebration of life is June 15th at 11 o'clock at the Tap House. RSVPs are appreciated. In the Jumbotron is the flyer for that event, and the phone number is on that flyer. Please call them so they can be prepared for your arrival. I haven't said this in a few days, so I'm going to do so now. Some daily reminders about taking certain pictures, one of which is where you parked your vehicle in the spot or floor number. Be sure to take a picture of your chip stack before you leave on break. Also, take a picture of your table number before you leave for break. Those are all important things that you need to know. And, you know, it's so easy to pull up a picture of your chip stack. If they chipped up during a break and you think they did it incorrectly, you have the proof. So that is one for sure you don't want to miss getting. Isaac, give us a little promo on your one shot.
The GVG One Shot is our satellite to the WSOP main event. It is a $600 seat. There are only 27 seats for this event, and if you enter and you win, you get a main event seat plus accommodations. Or if you cannot make it, then you have the option to have a final table chop, which will give you the lion's share of the winnings, and everybody else will get a little bit something too, which I'm sure they'll be grateful for as well. We're going to be running this game on June 16th. We are hosting this game on our Club GG server, and it's going to be a no limit hold'em game, 1 hour late registration with the 21K starting stack. If you guys want any more info, by all means, you can either DM me or you can go to at Green Visor Gang here on X and follow the link to our Discord. And from there, you can just hop in our general chat, ask any questions, and we'll help you out. But as like I said, you can also just DM me, and I'll help you get there if you're trying to join us. We are super excited to make this happen. This is our second year doing this. We did this last year as well. Last year, the two final people decided to go for a final table chop between themselves. So they both, took home a nice prize. We had 28 contestants last year. This year we're doing 27 because we just won 3 tables basically. So if you think you can make it through another 26 players, by all means, give me a
Pull
holler.
up, people, pull up.
Pull up is right.
And well, thank you for that update and that information. Again, contact Isaac or one of the Green Visor gang members so that you can get into that one shot event on the 16th of June. Be reminded that the parking at Resorts World is now free through August 28th. Also, that chess festival is still going on at the Flamingo. Don't forget to check that out if you're into chess. And now we found out the Bellagio has a beautiful display that you may want to go look at too. So appreciate Kathy letting us know about that. Um, a little shout out to the Win. They were able to give 7 seats away from that Saturday they had for the ladies event, for that high roller event. And the high roller event itself had 70 entries. So that's amazing and great news. Also, Ivan Montenegro is going to join us on Tuesday, and we're going to talk about that poker package to Malta that we're going to give away at the meetup game. So that'll be on Tuesday. Also, let's get into the tournament schedule. But before we do, hey, ASG, how are you?
All right. I'm like the opposite of you. I woke up 10 minutes before you started this space.
I'm going to tell you something. I am so miscaboobled this morning. Like my train of thought is like 3 seconds. Bing, bing, bing. I'm just all over the place. And I don't like that because then I make lots of mistakes. But anyway, we're going to muddle through it because at the end of this rainbow of this space, I'm going for high tea with my daughter and grandbaby. So that is going to be fun. We're going to go for a tea party. All right, Isaac, you ready for poker around town?
Let me grab my notes real quick.
All
I
right, while
am.
you do all right, while you do that, I'll read off South Point at 10:10 a.m. has a mystery bounty, a $240 buy-in, 15K guarantee. At 2:10 p.m. is their turbo bounty, $120 buy-in, 5K guarantee. And at 6:10 p.m. is their deeper stack tournament, a $240 buy-in, 20K guarantee. Then at 10:10 p.m. is their Turbo Bounty, $120 buy-in, 3K guarantee. And their Midsummer Series is going to start on Monday, June 18th with Flight 1A at 10:10 a.m. And a little shout out to South Point. I heard from them yesterday. They're going to give us a donation of Splash the Pot item. So kudos to Jason and the gang over there. We appreciate them supporting our meetup game. Go ahead, Isaac.
Okay, so let's get it started. At the Westgate offers a variety of daily poker tournaments. At 12 p.m. and 3 p.m., they have a $45 buy-in, no limit hold'em tournament. At 7 p.m., they have a $65 buy-in, no limit hold'em tournament. And at 9 p.m., they have a $60 buy-in, no limit hold'em tournament as well. Additionally, they also host a 3 p.m. Lazy Pineapple tournament with a $45 buy-in. Moving over to Planet Hollywood. Planet Hollywood has 4 daily no limit hold'em tournaments at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m., and 10 p.m. Each tournament has a $100 buy-in and offers a starting stack of 20,000 chips. Let me see. Heading over to Red Rock. Red Rock has their daily no limit hold'em tournament at 10:35 a.m. The buy-in varies by day of the week. Monday to Thursday, it's a $125 buy-in. Friday to Sunday, it's a $150 buy-in. Let's see now. Oh yeah, and by the way, on those, it's a 25,000 chip starting stack. Now moving over to Caesars. At Caesars, their tournaments kind of have like an offsetting starting stack, but let's run through it real quick. 10 a.m. They have a $120 buy-in, $50 add-on, 15K starting stack. At 2 p.m., a $160 buy-in, $50 add-on, 20K starting stack. At 6 p.m., $120, $50 add-on, 15K starting stack. And finally at 9 p.m., a $160 buy-in, $50 add-on, 20K starting stack. Over at Resorts World, they have a no limit hold'em tournament at 12:05, $200 entry, 25K starting stack, and at 7:05 there's another $200 no limit hold'em as well, 25K starting stack again. And lastly, over at Mandalay Bay, there's a $60 no limit at 8 p.m. with a 10K starting stack, no guarantee.
Thank you for those updates. That's the poker around town, or at least some of it. I'm going to continue on with the win at 12 o'clock is their PKO, no limit, flight 1A. It's a $1,600 buy-in with a $500,000 guarantee. At 1,300 hours is what is an LH tournament?
Limit?
That's limit hold'em.
Oh, limit hold'em. Thank you. That's the first time I've seen that. A limit hold'em tournament it's $1,100 buy-in, 50K guarantee. At 1,800 hours is a limit no limit turbo, $1,100 buy-in, $100,000 guarantee. Over at the Aria today at 11 o'clock is a no limit tournament, $1,100 buy-in, $250,000 guarantee. Don't forget, final table, folks. You're going to get a hoodie. They're very sought after, I might add. Over at the Venetian at 11 o'clock is day 2 of the MSPT No Limit Tournament. At 11:10 is a no limit tournament, $800 buy-in, 150K guarantee. At 1800 hours is a no limit bounty tournament, $600 buy-in, 40K guarantee. Over at the MGM is a 10 o'clock no limit tournament, $250 buy-in, 10K guarantee. At 1800 hours is the PLO Mystery Bounty Day 2. 1400 hours is the PLO Bounty. The bounties are $100. It's a $400 buy-in, 30K guarantee. At 1800 hours is their no limit bounty, which are $50 bounties, $250 buy-in, 10K guarantee. 2100 hours over at the MGM Grand is a no limit tournament, $150 buy-in, 3K guarantee. Over at the Orleans at 11 o'clock is their no limit tournament, $400 buy-in, 40K guarantee. 1600 hours is a triple draw, $240 buy-in, 10K guarantee. $1,800 is a no limit tournament, $200 buy-in, 15K guarantee. $2,200 is their survivor. It is a $125 buy-in, $1,500 guarantee. Over at the Nugget is Flight 1F at their no limit tournament at 11 a.m. $350 buy-in. 12 o'clock is their Torse with a T tournament, Kathy's favorite, and that's a $400 buy-in. 1,500 hours is their no limit Flight 1G, $350 buy-in, and at 1,800 hours is their no limit tournament, $200 buy-in. So
Just,
that's, go ahead.
sorry, just real quick on those two flights at the Nugget with their $350 buy-in.
Yes.
That's a 250K guarantee, and they tweeted that they still have 175,000 in overlay, which means that they're probably going to be at least. I mean, they're on pace to have like 50K in overlay plus on that tournament.
Yes, and I saw that tweet and was going to bring it up, so I'm glad you did. So, yeah, that is definitely an overlay alert. Actually, if one of you can go to my Twitter account, I think I pinned it, or not pinned it, but retweeted it. If you want to put it in our Jumbotron here, I would appreciate it. While you do that, I'm going to read the WSOP results.
Yeah, I could do that. ASG, you doing it already?
No, I don't have results on me. No.
All right, all right. I'll look
No,
for the
no, no,
post.
not results,
I'll
but
look for the
go ahead,
post.
Isaac. You got it. It's on my Twitter account. It's not, I've not been tweeting very much,
Oh, I
so
just
can't be
pinned
hard to
the
find.
tweet. I didn't look at yours, but yeah, I pinned that tweet for the
Oh,
with the
perfect. Perfect. We
Thanks,
got it.
ASG.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, event number 19 is the $500 Colossus Flight 1C yesterday. Had 4,286 runners and 605 move on. Event number 17 was the 2K no limit tournament. If somebody could find the name of the winner of this tournament, I would appreciate it. I know that Dusty Smith came in second for 290,000, but somebody find the winner's name because they didn't have it on the first place slot
which
on the
one?
WSOP Plus app. Event number 17, the winner's name, please. Actually, I might be able to find it on my notes from
What was
yesterday.
what was the event?
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
I actually have it because I went back to yesterday's notes. It's Scott Bowman took home first place and Dusty Smith took home second place. First place took home 436,000. So congrats to those winners. I have to keep reminding myself when I look at that app that sometimes they don't put the first place winner. The list of results starts at second place. And I have to remind myself to search for the winner's name then if so anyway, just a little glitch there, I think. But anyway, event number 18, the 10K dealer's choice, six-handed, 123 runners, 14 had remained, 354,000 for first, and our winner was Ryan Honig for 354K. Dylan Smith came in second for 230K, and Philip Sternheimer came in third for 154,000. Event number 22 was a 25K six-handed no limit high roller. The leader is Paulus, and I'm going to spell the last name Vaitiekunas. Is our chip leader and has 7 million in his chip stack. Jared Blesnick has 6.5 million. Some notables still in it to win it are Landon Tyson sixth with 3.7 million, and 13th Kristen Foxen with 1.1 million, and in 14th David Peters with 745,000. There is that is your high roller results from yesterday, and today should be the final day for that one. Event number 21 was a $1,500 pot limit Omaha high, low 8 or better. 1.6 million in the prize pool, and the winner And the leader going into yesterday and coming out the winner was Zachary Zaret of Canada, took home 248,000, and Calvin Anderson of the US took home 165,000. So congrats to those winners. Event number 20 was a $1,500 no limit shootout, and there was 1.7 million in the prize pool. Michael Lavin was the winner for 267,000 plus the WPT gold bonus of $1 million. So congratulations to him. Go ahead, Isaac.
Talk about a sun run though. Like, yo, I couldn't, I try to watch as much as I can, right? But I got to catch that final table. And first off, he must have been like in a rush, right? Because I think that final table lasted less than an hour.
Well, if you listen to his interview after, and I didn't watch the final table, but I did catch his interview, and he just said he was on a mission, and he was like focused on, his plan of action to play. I mean, he said it right in his little post interview, and I was like, damn, like he just had made up his mind. It
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
very cool.
Definitely, definitely. He made it known. He made it known.
Okay, does anybody else picture Isaac's dogs as these big, brutal dogs, and they probably both weigh 2 pounds?
The combined weight of 2 pounds. Yes. It's the craziest thing ever. But let me tell you, when they bark, if I could be coming from like a quarter mile away and I already know, oh, great.
It's so funny when they're rustling in the background. That's why I was laughing when you were saying the tournaments because they were going at it.
Oh
I thought it
yeah,
was
and and I
hilarious.
used to trip on that because I used to think, oh man, they're getting at each other, and then I come to realize this is them. It's like training for dogs. Like that's what they do.
Right,
They get at each
right.
other, right?
Yeah,
But it's
that's
okay because
just
they're
their
little.
nature.
But it's okay because they're little. I have two Rottweilers as neighbors, and when they get at each other, it's not pretty. Someone
Yeah,
bleeds.
that's different.
Yeah,
That's a different
yeah,
story.
someone bleeds. The
That's
best Rottweilers I've ever had around me though in my life, I will say. My neighbor's dogs are actually two very sweet Rottweilers. Except I think
well,
the biggest one wants to eat my littlest dog. But
yeah.
besides that, back to this event though. Yeah, dude was killing it. Like I'm talking about, he could not win a hand. I think the other dude only got like three hands in on him the whole
Oh
heads up.
wow,
It was just ridiculous. Like I
wow.
haven't seen a sun run like that. It kind of reminded me of Jamie Gold, how how he was,
Right,
where it's
right.
like
And
it didn't matter what it was. He was gonna win the hand.
right. And I'm going to tell you, I'm wondering now if WPT is reevaluating their gold bonus situation, and how many millions are they prepared to pay out this summer?
Listen, last night that was the funniest thing. I think was it Stapleton that was. I think it was Joe Stapleton that was. Somebody said, "Yo, somebody's getting fired over at WPT today for sure." I was like, "Yo."
But they haven't lost any more money than they planned on losing yet. Because the the thing was always, if nobody won the million from getting a bracelet, they were going to put a million into the free roll.
Oh,
So
got it.
Oh,
Well,
win-win.
besides even insurance, like two people have to win a bracelet in order for them to lose
lose it.
any additional money than they were planning on losing already.
Well,
Nice.
I think the chances are high now that Michael has proven that it can be done. I think it's going to motivate some people.
I mean, that's a hell of a come up. He just like, what is that, like 5x, right?
Crazy.
If not more, because you said it was a $1,500 buy-in for that event, right?
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. We love
Yeah.
to see it. We love to see it.
Right. All
Hell
right,
yeah.
moving on to event 23, you guys, which is the Badoogie tournament. 736,000 in the prize pool. The chip leader going into today with 7 left is just going to spell his name, Aloisio Dourado, has 2.9 million. And in second place is Dominic. I don't know his last name because when you click on the name to expose the whole name, it goes to his screen name. So his first name is Dominic. So congratulations, Dominic. Dominic, you're in second place as far as chip stacks are concerned with 2.5 million. So good luck to those folks. Event number 24 was the $1,500 pot limit Omaha double bomb board bomb pot. Oh, easy for me to say. $2 million in the prize pool. There were 1,452 players, 162 left in and moving on. The leader is Samuel Straitnick, and he has 783,000 in his chip stack. Robert Nehorayyan has 727,000 in his chip stack. Event number 25 is the 10K 7-card stud. It has 951,000 in the prize pool. Adam Freeman is the Adam Friedman is the chip leader with 420,000. In second place is P2668-6255 with 364,000. D-Negs is in third place with 302,000. Some notables still in there are in ninth place, Bryce Yockey with 187,000. In 16th place, Maury Esquidani, and I didn't write down his chip stack. And in 24th place is Mattisau with 120K. And in 26th place, Jeremy Osmus with 108K. All in it to win it. Today's lineup looks as follows. At 10 a.m. is event number 19, Flight 1D of the Colossus, $500 buy-in. 12 p.m. is day 2 of event 24, the $1,500 pot limit Omaha double board bomb pot. 12 p.m. is also day 1 of event number 26, the 25K no limit 8-handed high roller. At 1 p.m. is day 2, event number 25, the 10K 7-card stud event. And at 2 p.m. is day 1 of event number 27, which is the $1,500 Big O tournament. So that's what's going around town and at the WSOP. Anybody want to add anything to all that?
I want to go donk off at the Big O. Like no lie, Big O is fun. Double board bomb pot is fun too, but could I do a whole game and not like rip my hair out? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, but I'm super down. I gotta tell you, like mixed games are appealing to me, yo. They're very appealing.
I hear you. And, I've promised a couple of people I'm going to work on mixed games.
Maybe you and me should get with Kathy. You know what I'm saying, Kathy?
I know, right?
Drop a little knowledge on us. I mean, could use it. Could use it.
Well, I'm going to tell you, besides Omaha, I really want to work on Raz because I really enjoyed that game.
I need to learn Raz too because I know Helmuth has a bracelet in Raz, so that means he's probably gonna be hitting those still. You know,
I love it.
I think
I
is he
love
playing
it.
the main this year? I think that's what he
He
announced,
is.
right?
He changed his mind. Like we didn't know that was coming, right?
Oh man, yeah, yeah.
All right, listen, I'm going to read the class of 2011 that was inducted to the Women's Poker Hall of Fame. Isaac, if you can get ready with your casino history, we'll go into that right after. Did you have something? Go ahead.
Nothing. Just love the ladies. Let's go.
Okay, perfect. Class of 2011 that were inducted into the Women's Poker Hall of Fame were Margie Hines. Margie was the first woman to deal at the WSOP in 1977. To the surprise of the male players, Margie did so well she was invited to deal the final table. Unheard of, right? Congrats to Margie for being the first. Christy Gazes Green. In 2021, Christy was the closest to winning a bracelet with her 5th place finish in the WSOP shoe event. Her biggest win was in 2005 when she beat Ted Forrest, Cloney Gowen, and Dean Neggs at the final table of the Full Tilt Championship held at the Wynn. That was Christy Gazes Green. Phyllis Cairo Yazbek. Phyllis's induction was more for her contributions to the world of poker as an industry person, having worked for both the bike and casino hotels and casinos. Um, so that is Phyllis Cairo Yazbek. Those 3 ladies were inducted in 2011. So congratulations to them. Go ahead, Isaac. Hello. Turn that microphone on. He may have a
That's so
child.
weird. I thought I had my mic on and it turned off. All right. You know what's great is that I was already fucking yapping, right? Like in full
That's usually
swing.
the
And then I
that's
hear you
usually the
say
case.
hello.
Like, well, then I thought maybe one of your kids. I was just getting ready to say, well, maybe one of his kids came along. So go ahead, buddy.
No, no, all right. So, okay, so I got two for y'all today. And let's start with one that is actually very, very the topic of discussion. The MGM Grand, the original MGM Grand. And this is a very, very historic building right now because it is now the Horseshoe, which is where the WSOP is being taken place along with the Paris. So let's get right into it. The original MGM Grand opened in 1973 with bold ambitions. It was the largest hotel in the world at the time. Owner Kirk Kerkorian built it to outdo everyone, and it had everything: enormous showrooms, multiple casinos, even an on site theme park. But on November 21st, 1980, a fire broke out in a casino restaurant and spread rapidly. The tragedy claimed 85 lives and injured over 600 more. It was the deadliest disaster in Nevada history. The fire forever changed building codes, fire safety standards, and emergency response procedures in Vegas. After renovations, the property was eventually sold and renamed Bally's. The MGM brand moved down the strip to its current location, but the original MGM Grand remains a cautionary tale, a reminder that Vegas isn't just about scale, it's about safety, legacy, and how fast the dream can burn down if you're not careful. And funny enough, it also has now changed from the Bally's to the Horseshoe, and they're currently renovating the last tower, which has been going on for quite some time. But it looks like they're making some progress. So who knows? By next year's WSOP, we could see that wing opening as well and see what that offers. So that's pretty interesting. Um,
Very.
you know, I never knew the scale of how many people got hurt in that fire. That is wild.
Remember when I asked you and we talked about you doing this segment? I told you you needed to look into that whole story because it is, it's a very sad story, of course, but it's also a little bit intriguing. And you know, why did it happen so quickly? And the fact that fire codes and safety things have been changed because of it speaks volumes, right?
Yep. Yep. And just a fascinating place. Like I remember the tower they're renovating right now. I stayed there like in '08. Yeah, I stayed there in '08 and it looked nice, right? I
Right,
wonder what
right.
so much renovating is happening right now, and you got to wonder maybe they've been updating these buildings and whatever materials they needed to get rid of or whatnot in order to make them safer. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but quite interesting, you know. And what a place to be, right? Like that location right there on that corner, that's pretty major property. Like that's basically the center
Absolutely.
of the strip. So yeah, I found that interesting. But the fact that it changed so much, like wow. All right, y'all. So moving on, let's get to the Golden Nugget, right, which was the crown jewel of downtown. So long before the strip became the epicenter, Fremont Street was where Vegas glowed. And at the heart of that glow, the Golden Nugget. It opened originally in 1946 by Guy McAfee, an ex LA vice cop turned casino visionary. McAfee even coined the term the strip. The Nugget was a class act of downtown. Rich wood interiors, gold nuggets on display, and high stakes gamblers from all over the country. It felt more like a gentleman's club than a casino. It's also where Steve Wynn cut his teeth. He bought into the Golden Nugget in the '70s, revamped it, and used it as a springboard to launch the Mirage, the Bellagio, and an entire era of luxury in Vegas that capped off with the Win and the Encore. To this day, the Nugget holds its ground, modernized a little bit, but still full of grit and charm. You'll find some of the best poker action in downtown in its room, and they still have one of the world's largest actual gold nuggets on display. The Hand of Faith Classic Vegas is still breathing.
His dogs, you dogs are killing me this morning. That's so funny. They sound like they're killing each other
They
and they're
really do.
just are playing. It's hilarious,
It
dude. I
really
just
is, and they're about like 5, 6 feet away from me. And funny, the
it's
moment I say
so
something to
funny.
them and look at them, they both run to their other bed and start fighting. The battle continues. But yeah, the Nugget, it always had my interest because I'm a big fan of what Win has done, right?
Right.
And like just that move he made, right, with Caesars and that parking lot that he was, threatening to turn into a building in order to get the money to renovate the Nugget. What a move, you know?
Yeah, he was playing chess when everyone else was playing checkers.
Boy, wasn't he? And it took
Yeah.
me years to realize that he was behind Bellagio as well. And that's when I was like, wow, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I see that Brandon pinned a video up there. I'm sorry for interrupting you. Joe has made a video for me. I can't watch it right now because I'm hosting, but I'm sure it's funny if I know Joe.
He's singing the song "Chicken Fried." It's pretty funny.
Oh, if he only knew that I walked down the aisle at my daughter's wedding to that song. So that's kind of really kind of funny. I love it. Love it, Joe. Love it, love it, love it. Um, were you doing any others, Isaac, or were you
Today
done,
we're
buddy?
gonna cap off at 2, and tomorrow we'll bring you another 2.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I've really enjoyed that segment. I hope others are getting a kick out of it as well. Um, I'm just a glutton for wanting more information, but I love hearing about the old stories about Vegas and how things came about and who did what. And it is what it is.
Oh
So, all
yeah,
right.
oh yeah, me too. I'm a history like lunatic. I love it.
Yes. All right. ASG, have you looked at our fantasy team? I don't even know how many points we have, dude.
No, I definitely don't look on a daily
I
basis.
don't either. People ask me, I'm like, I haven't looked, I'm busy.
Oh, I'm just like, it doesn't matter. The team's locked
Exactly.
in. The points come what they come.
And
All I
we are
know is I
so
haven't
far
heard
away.
much from from like Osmus or Raciner or whatever. Like, it feels like a lot of these guys that I thought were big, like, haven't even like been notable players in your announcements yet,
I agree. Like, where is Rob
except for Glazer, who
Mizrachi?
was like $100 and we didn't buy him. But
Yeah, and where is Rob Mizrachi? And the only thing I can think of is it's early, and are they focused more on coming in another week, so they're there for the WSO? I mean, for the main event, or I know some of them live there, but like, where's Mormon? I haven't seen him on one list yet.
I saw somebody on somebody's list of top 10 people he'd nominate for the Hall of Fame.
No way. I'm just going to pretend like we're going to go right over that. Not that I don't think he's a great person and player. I just don't think it's his time yet. But anyway, it is what it is. I wanted to give out the laundry service, Fernando's at Express Laundry. He will pick up your dirty laundry at your hotel and bring it back to you after it's been cleaned. His number is 702-927-1778. Again, that is 702-927-1778. And this is who Kevin Mathers uses, just an FYI. And I've heard other people use his services as well. So um, just want you guys to have that information in case you need it. Um, ASG, you have anything you'd like to bring up, talk about? I haven't seen any hot topics today. It's kind of quiet.
Uh, Parking's still a mess, but good luck getting out of the lot. Apparently, I'm glad I don't drive in Vegas.
I'm just going to tell you, there after the first day of people complaining about there, I would never go in that lot again. I would go straight to valet and let them park my damn car. Like, I am not getting in a line of beeping horns. Somebody crashed through the gate the other day. Like, that's how aggravated people are because they can't get help. They're stuck, behind the gate. And yeah, I would not go in that parking lot. Forget about it. No way, dude.
So, okay, here's a fun question for you. If you had, let's say, 3% of somebody, and then after they won the shootout day one, they went to Old Red and got a gold ticket, should you get a piece of that $1 million?
Oh, wait a second. Say that again.
Okay, you bought a piece of somebody in a tournament.
Okay.
After day one, they went to Old Red and won a gold ticket to get an extra $1 million bonus on the win. Should you get a piece of the million?
My initial thought is yes, unless something was discussed, then no. Right. So if that person went for the gold ticket and said, I'm going to get this gold ticket, this has nothing to do with my stake, you're staking. Okay. But to me, it's part of it. So yes, is my initial thought. Is that actually happening?
I have no idea. No,
Okay.
these things aren't really discussed publicly, and it was not that large of a buy-in tournament, so it's a high likelihood he had 100% of himself. But I was just wondering because it's a separate bonus from the tournament that you didn't necessarily expect when you bought a piece. So
Right. And that's another way of looking at it for sure. To me, though, I want to always take care of my stakers. I've been known to even give people a piece of me in the next tournament after the one they staked me in, because I want to take care of my stakers because I want them to come back and stake me. Now, granted, the what I'm talking about were family members because when I first granted, when I first started letting people stake me, it was just for my family members and two people that have been 1,000% behind me in my poker and very supportive. When I'm in Vegas, they send me messages of encouragement. They send me greeting cards. These are two guys, I might add as well. They send me greeting cards when I'm in Vegas that you're going to do well. We believe in you. And so um, I felt like if I could let them stake me and give back to them in that regard, like bring them along for the ride, um, that I wanted to. And that's how I started even taking stakings, was just for this core people of six. And and I didn't do well in this one tournament and I was disappointed and I was disappointed for them. And so the next tournament I played on my own dime, 100% my own money, I sent that little group message out that said, "Hey, you guys have the same percentage of me in this tournament as you did in the last tournament." Why? Because I want to take care of my stakers. I don't have to do that. But I felt like it was the right thing to do. So for me, if your scenario were me, I would probably give them the staking in that 1 million. To each his own.
yeah, as a player, I would, but as a staker, I'd be curious, like if I should be expecting anything. But anyway.
Yeah, and I would, as a staker, I would. Unless, of course, before I gave them my money, they said to me, "Now look, your staking is only for what I win in the tournament because I am going to go get a gold pass, and that has nothing to do with your staking. No problem, no problem." But what do I know? All right, I'm going to go around the horn. Anybody have anything they'd like to bring up? Now is the time, people. Brandon, I'll start with you.
I'm good.
Did you get any sleep last night, Brandon?
A little bit.
Okay. He was in the spaces when I got up this morning at 3 a.m. and couldn't sleep. All right, Isaac, anything you'd like to bring up, add to?
Yeah. Be good to your stakers.
Right on.
Be good to your stakers. And thanks everybody for joining us. Yeah. We'll catch y'all tomorrow for day 13. I hope you guys have a great weekend. May all your all-ins go through.
I know that's right. Go ahead, ASG.
Uh, some I mentioned because the reason why that list came up was because Lon McCarran thought that was the actual nominations list and was like, thought he got nominated again. But the point is, the reason why I bring this up at all now is, Poker Hall of Fame nominations are now open, as you mentioned before. So pick your player. Top 10 is who they use on the list of who the existing members vote for to pick as the new Hall of Fame inductee. And it matters because, last year, Patrick Antonius was nomination, and 2 years ago he wasn't. So who knows who would have been, in depending on who is or isn't nominated that year.
Right on. And tomorrow we're going to go over all the rules of the Hall of Fame getting in, the nomination, blah, blah, blah. So we'll go into that a little detail tomorrow. And I just posted in the Jumbotron. There is a link in that tweet I put out yesterday where you can go and, nominate whoever you want to be inducted to the Hall of Fame. I gave 3 suggestions. They are John Cernuto, of course, is my number one, Matt Savage and Kathy Liebert, all very deserving poker players, industry people. But by all means, nominate whoever you want. Just do it. Have your voice heard. Um, Now's the time. Now's the time to have your voice heard. So follow that link, submit your nominees so that maybe they'll be on the list and you'll be like, hey, I submitted his or her name.
Well, that reminds me.
Definitely,
That's what I was going to mention. Did you see who recommended Matt Savage?
I did not.
MySpace Tom put in his recommendation for Matt Savage to be nominated.
I don't know who is MySpace Tom.
He's the guy who founded MySpace.
Oh, okay. He's actually MySpace. That's hilarious. Interesting. I wonder if I may have seen that. I don't know. I've been really freaking busy, like chasing my tail right now. But I appreciate that update. Again, get your nominees in. Before I sign off, I'm just going to tell you, don't grow old. It's just not worth it. Yesterday, I was on the sofa with babysitting, and I was on the sofa with my granddaughter, and she was like to my left. And I went to pick her up, and I turned my hand kind of funny. When I picked her up, I literally have sprained my wrist or torn a ligament or something. So don't get old, people. It fucking sucks. So I'm gonna go get a wrist brace this morning because it's quite swollen and it hurts and it sounds so stupid. Uh, but here we are. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great day. If you're on the felt, good luck. If you're not, get out, touch that grass. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And we will see you tomorrow in the spaces.